Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
This is the Weather Extreme video for Sunday, July the 3rd. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and we did see a few isolated showers yesterday afternoon. As a matter of fact, there's a look at radar around 7:30 p.m. If you were in the vicinity of southern Tuscaloosa or a little to the southwest of Tuscaloosa, you had a nice little shower, and a few just to the southwest of that. Most of the showers stayed down in southeastern Alabama, along that boundary that we were talking about yesterday. That boundary floated a little bit, but it's still back around the southern part of the state. Our Skycam imageries this morning, there's a look at Demopolis, the river running nice and full, but flat this morning as we have very little wind. Sun rising over the guns of the battleship Alabama. Oh, I can't help but just love that shot right there. And then finally a look at the skies over Birmingham, where we have mostly clear skies. Like I said, a few clouds, especially across the southern part of the state, left over from those thunderstorms yesterday. On our surface map this morning, we're still dealing with a little bit of a boundary in the southern part of the state. It did drift a little further northward yesterday, but it's kind of settled back into the south part of the state. We're not going to be seeing a big change, but we are seeing the ridge in the upper atmosphere. We're seeing that ridge. You can see that it is down just a little bit from yesterday. It extended way up into Canada, but that strong closed low has and trough has dampened it just a little bit, and that's going to be opening up for us and allowing a few more showers and thunderstorms each day. But because of that ridge, we have a great deal of heat extending still way up into southeastern Canada. And remember, these are 5 a.m. temperatures, and look at all those 70s, you know, all the way up into the Ohio River Valley and up into the Central Plains. Around central Alabama, we're back again, lower 70s for the most part. I mean, 68 at Fort Payne, 69 at Anniston, 72 at Montgomery, 72 at Tuscaloosa, to name just a few. QPF-wise, we are looking for a little bit more rain in the southern part of the state, where that boundary is going to be a focus. And, of course, you can see with the troughiness occurring across the eastern part of the country, we're going to see a little bit more rain over there. Storm Prediction Center outlooking a very small area for slight risk along the Canadian border in northwestern North Dakota and parts of Montana. That risk moves a little bit to the east, coming over into Wisconsin and the Dakotas on day 2. And nothing of any excitement in the tropics. We do see some clouds down there, but there's no signs of any development. All right, here's the morning 068 GFS model run. And first of all, you can see this is for today, this afternoon at 1 o'clock, and you can see that strong closed low over Canada is dampening the ridge for us just a little bit, and that's good. I mean, I'm all for that. So today, isolated. Tomorrow, we get that little short wave down into the Ohio River Valley. I think that opens the way for a little bit more possibility for showers down here. So I'm going to go from isolated to scattered on Monday. That trough gets into the vicinity on Tuesday. And because of that trough being in this area on Tuesday, we do see a little bit more coverage. And like I say, I think we're going to go with scattered for much of the week coming up after today. That trough stays in the area on Wednesday the 6th, and it's still in our area on the 7th. And once again, this is not going to just bring us all-day rains, but this is going to bring us enhanced chances for some scattered showers in the heat of the day as we still reach into the mid-90s for the most part. The troughiness is still there. The weakness is still there on the 8th. That's Friday. Saturday, the ridge seems to be building back now on Saturday, so it looks like a week from yesterday we'll probably maybe drop back from scattered to isolated as the ridge makes its influence felt once again. And then we see on the 10th the ridge again building back into the southeastern U.S. and helping to suppress those afternoon showers and moving back maybe into the isolated category. Now, we saw some changes in Voodoo yesterday with a fairly deep trough, and that trough is still there. Unfortunately, It's a little further east on this run of the GFS. But we're still on the edge, so it could mean getting back to at least maybe lower 90s kind of thing. And finally, on the last day of the period, this is the 18th, and again, the troughiness and the deep trough is still there, but it's further east. It's on the east coast, and we're right on the edge, so not quite as much of a cooling effect as we'd like to see. Well, that'll do it for this Weather Xtreme video. I certainly appreciate you tuning in. I expect James Spann to be back in the saddle again tomorrow, although I believe that he'll be on a holiday schedule. Probably won't be posting until a little bit later in the morning or early afternoon. But again, thanks for staying tuned, and happy 4th of July, since he'll be doing it on the 4th. Hope that you have a great 4th of July. By all means, stay safe with any of the fireworks that are going on. Hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.